We're on page 85. So go ahead and go to page 85 in grammar. 85. And by the way, if you have a Post-it note, I meant to go grab one and now I don't even have one, but if you have a Post-it note, this is a good page to mark. This is talking about quotation marks. And the paper we're going to work on this week won't have speaking parts, but we will eventually have speaking parts again. And this will help you remember, like, where does the comma go? Where do the quotation marks go? Where does the capitalization go? So if you have a Post-it note, I would put on there quotation marks and put a Post-it up here at the top. Okay? Mark that page. Or you can, what we call dog ear it, you can fold down the corner if you don't have a Post-it note. It's just for yourself to be able to know where to find this again. But basically, quotation marks and capitalization and end marks, they indicate that words that are spoken, we already know that. The quote is the sentence in quotation marks. The attribution is the person speaking and the speaking verb. So there's two parts to a speaking sentence when you have characters. You have the quote and the attribution. So here, the stranger cried. That's the attribution. That's who's talking, the stranger, and how he said it. He cried. Not a boo-hoo cry, but like a yelling out kind of cry. The stranger cried, obviously, I am not afraid. So that is the quote, right? It's in quotation marks. So sometimes the attribution comes first, like this one, the attribution is first, and then the quote. Sometimes the quote is first. Obviously, I am not afraid, the stranger cried. Either way is correct. You can decide when you get to that point of writing these stories, you can decide where to put it. The attribution can go second, like this one, or first. And then here it's split up. What the quote is split up. So it says, obviously, the stranger cried, I am not afraid. So they split up the quote on either side of the attribution in the middle. That's another way to do it. When you're writing a story, I know you guys really like, and we're going to read some of your stuff today. Yeah, lots of crazy stories to choose from before Christmas break. But anyway, when you're writing a story, when your characters are talking back and forth, it's good to mix up the order of attribution and quote like this. Mix it up. So it's not the same way every single time. So you're not like, he said blah, and she said blah, and he said blah, and she said blah. You don't want to just keep putting the attribution first. By the way, said is a banned word, so you wouldn't use that word anyway. So that was not a very good example. But you know what I mean.
You're
Okay.
supposed to set examples for your
I
students.
know. As soon as I said that, I was like, wait, right. Thanks for keeping me in check, Tyler. Okay, regardless of where the attribution comes in relation to the quoted sentence, that just means like regardless if it's at the beginning or the middle or the end, capitalization and punctuation rules remain the same. And here they are. These are the rules. Place quotation marks around the words that are spoken. Easy, right? We can remember that. Capitalize the first word of the quoted sentence. So anytime a character is speaking, the first letter of what that character is saying is always capital. Okay, at the first part of the sentence. Capitalize the first word of the attribution when it begins the sentence. So if the attribution is first, like this first example, always capitalize the first letter. That's easy to remember because it'll go right after a period from before. Okay, if the quoted sentence makes a statement, place a period at the closing quotation mark unless the attribution follows. So if it's just a sentence in a quote, you're going to use a period unless the attribution follows. So like here at the very top, obviously I am not afraid, that has a period. Here, when it came first, it doesn't have a period because we have to have the attribution after that. That's the difference between these two. So obviously, I'm not afraid, even though that's the sentence, that's what he says. You're going to put a comma because of the attribution coming after that. And then if the quoted sentence asks a question, you're going to place a question mark inside the closing quotation mark. If the quoted sentence expresses strong emotion, place an exclamation mark inside the closing quotation mark. So one thing to remember, no matter what, is the punctuation goes inside. That means it goes before the quotation mark. I know it sounds like a really tedious thing to pay attention to, but it's super important to do it right. So this page will help you when you're writing those kinds of stories, okay? The punctuation has to be in the right spot. Comma rules, there's some commas down here. Use a comma to separate the attribution from a direct quote. And it doesn't matter if the quote comes first or after the attribution, there's going to be a comma between the two, okay? So basically that's telling, place quotation marks around the words that are spoken, place 3 short lines below the letters that should be capitalized, place the correct end mark at the end of each sentence, place a comma between an attribution and a quote. So they're going to mess up on all this stuff just for you guys. Yay! So they're going to be a mess. And you're going to have to figure out, oh man, how am I going to fix this? Okay. So here we have Robin demanded, comma, quote, get off the log, period, end quote. So those are all the dark ones, or all the things that you had to fix on that one, or they fixed. And then this one, you don't scare me, the stranger replied. So you've got quotes, you've got your capital, you've got your comma, and then the attribution. All right. That's basically it. Are there any questions about this page at all? No, I see you shaking your head. Okay, good. If you don't have any questions, just shake your head now. There's a little bit more on page 86. Wake up, Tyler, wake up.
I'm trying.
Slap your face a little bit. Come on, come on.
No,
You got this. You got this.
my brother would do that.
And indentation, we're going to talk about indentation. You guys know about those. It's a blank space between the margin and the beginning of a line of text. It shows the start of a new paragraph. So when you're writing a fiction story, fiction meaning made up story, there are 4 reasons to start a new paragraph. And here are the 4 reasons that you use the indentation in your story. Whenever there's a new speaker, start a new paragraph when a new character speaks. Include the attribution with the quotation, sentences before or after the quotation that point directly to the quotation can remain in the same paragraph. So whenever you have a new character talking, indent. Whenever you have a new topic, start a new paragraph with the narrator or a character switches when they switch the topic. So let's say you're writing about your summer vacation and you did several different things, like you went to the beach, you stayed home and watched movies. So whenever you're switching your topic, like what you're going to talk about, that's a new paragraph. And then a new place, if your character switches places like that, like I just said, the example of being at the beach, maybe you go to the mountains next. I remember one year, Tyler, your family was like all over the place during the summertime. You guys went on a massive road trip or something like that.
Yeah, we went on. Oh, you mean like all over? Well, yeah, we did a road trip this past summer, but
Was it this last summer or did you I just remember
are you talking about the cruise we went on, or
maybe that was it. You guys had like a lot of stuff going on. You were going a lot of places. Maybe it was the cruise
I
that you
think
went
it
on.
was the cruise because we went to like St. Martin's, St. John's.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So anytime if you're writing a story or something fictional, you can add new paragraphs each time the place changes. But if this paragraph is just explaining if you're on a journey, like if you have a story that's about finding something, maybe they're on a hunt and the place keeps changing a lot, you can put that in one paragraph. So basically, we're going to start using the paragraph symbol or an arrow in front of the sentence that should be a new paragraph. So here's your example. Robin approached the log. Stand back, cried the stranger. So we went from what Robin is doing to now the stranger is speaking. That's a new paragraph. So you just put the paragraph symbol there in this book to indicate that. When you rewrite the passage, indent. Start the sentence on the next line and write a half an inch from the left margin. So sometimes I use like a 2-finger space, if you remember doing that, to help make sure it's obvious that it's a new paragraph. Okay. Hey, Alex, I see you. You're in the
Hey,
class.
I was in another class, so I couldn't make it's a new class, so
That's all right. I'm glad you're here. Do you have your books with you?
yes, I brought my book, my binder, I brought everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Then
We're on page 87 if you want to go there. So Tyler, I'm going to go ahead and have you read the sentence today, 87.
All right. Oh, I see why you're having me read it. It's page 87. All right. You joke like a fool, bellowed Robin. I could fire this
yeah,
arrow through
yes, amazing.
your heart.
Yes, good. All right. So your vocabulary word is bellowed. Do you guys know what bellowed means? Anybody know what that means? Reagan?
It means to like shout loudly.
Yes, very loudly, like with a deep, loud voice, almost like a roar. Yeah. Okay. So as somebody's saying, this is what Robin is saying. You joke like a fool. That wasn't very scary, but all right, find the article. It's right here. Go ahead and label that. Um, Abby, what about the nouns? Where are the 4 nouns at?
Robin,
Good,
heart,
good.
arrow,
Yep.
and fool.
And fool. Good job. Pronouns. Let's see, Ryan, how about you do the pronouns? Those take the place of the nouns.
Pronouns, you,
Yes, good.
I.
Good. And Ramsey, adjectives.
Okay. This
Good.
and you.
So we have to fix this. I meant to do that first. Did you notice this is the wrong your right here?
Yeah.
Because the way it's written, it would be like you are heart, and that doesn't make sense. So how should I spell your, Ramsey?
What do you say?
So how do you spell the right word your if you're
Oh,
talking about
Y-O-U-R.
there you go. Yes, Y-O-U-R. So this becomes an adjective
Oh,
because it's telling whose heart it is.
okay.
So that's the adjective. You got it. Good job, Ramsey. I'm going to skip prepositional phrases. I'm gonna actually jump all the way down here because this to me makes more sense to find the verbs next. So how about Reagan? Are you still there? Keep your camera on, okay?
Okay.
So where are the verbs, Reagan? And then I'm gonna have Kristen, you can help me find the subjects after she finds the verbs.
The verbs are joke,
Good,
hello,
good.
and through.
Not through, actually. That's going to be a preposition.
Um.
So I is the pronoun. What is I doing?
Oh, could.
Could is one, and then that's a helping verb.
Fire.
There you go. So fire could be a noun, because we know what a fire is, but this is talking
Yeah.
about firing an arrow. That means like actually shooting it. Yep, you got it. So Kristen, what verbs, I mean, not verbs. What are the subjects that go with these verbs?
Um, you,
You, good.
I,
I,
fool.
If you look at the attribution right here, this is where who was it that bellowed?
Robin.
There you go. So Robin is the subject there. Sometimes it's backwards. That's an example of that when it's an attribution like that. Very good though. I feel like we need to put the quotation marks in next. So Alex, what do you think? Where is the speaking part here?
Quotation marks?
Yeah, like what are the parts that are being said?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You joke like a fool, bellow.
So it would be you joke like a fool. That's the part that he says,
Yeah,
right? And then bellowed Robin is the attribution.
Right.
Okay, but then he says something else.
Yeah, it's I could fire this arrow through your heart.
Yeah, all the way to the end. Yep, you're right. So it's one of those examples where there's another quote that's coming here after what he just said. So I'm going to check quotation marks now. And Tyler, how about main clauses? Do you see where those are at?
You joke like a fool.
Yep, that's one.
I could fire this arrow through your heart.
Yep, that's two. And there's one more.
Bellowed Robin.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a whole sentence, but it does have a subject verb pair. So technically it's got the elements it needs for a main clause. So good. And the prepositional phrase is Abby.
Through?
Yep. What's the whole phrase?
Oh, through your heart.
There you go.
And then sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Like a fool.
There you go. Good. Like a fool. Perfect. That's why I save those till the end because then you can see it a little bit better. Tyler, did you have a question?
Yeah, are we supposed to put MC above the main clauses? For main clause, or I
Oh,
can't remember if we were doing that or not.
no, not for those. You're probably thinking of adverb clause. We do AC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just the square brackets. That's how we know. Good question though. Indent. So basically we're just going to do a paragraph symbol right here at the beginning. Capitals. You can find those by yourself. So bellowed is not going to be capitalized because it's after the quote, but Robin does need to be back capitalized. And then I. All right. We did the homophone. We're just missing the end marks. So there's going to be two end marks here. So Reagan, what end mark are we going to use?
For the end, fire this arrow through your heart, we would use a period.
Actually,
Would it be a
it's
comma?
no, but it's said with passion.
Oh, exclamation mark.
There you go. Yes, because remember he's bellowing, so he's like yelling at the top of his lungs. So that's one end mark. Where's the other one?
You joke like a fool, exclamation mark.
Another exclamation mark. So they're both going to be, I had to put it up here because I have too much stuff here, but they're both going to be exclamation points. You joke like a fool. I could fire this arrow through your heart. Say it with emotion. All right, that's it. Good job, you guys. All right, so we're done with the grammar practice for today. And you can go ahead and get out your binders. Go ahead and mute one again, Reagan.
No, it was on the floor. It's right
Last time we met, which was like a month ago, you guys had a bunch of choices for your paper this last assignment. Remember, we were still writing from pictures, and I gave you like 4 different stories to choose from. So we have time. I only have time to hear 2 people read it today, though. So I wish I had time to hear everybody's, but are they just anxious to share your story? If you are, raise your hand or do the emoji. I see yours, Alex. Anybody else like really itching to read? I see yours, Abby. Hopefully you guys had a chance to do that paper way back last year. Haha, last year. If you didn't get a chance to finish it yet, I really need you to finish it soon because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna ramp it up this second half of the school year, and it's gonna go a little faster. So if you're behind, you're gonna get behind even more really quick. So all right, I have 2 volunteers. I'll have Alex go and Abby. Alex, do you have it with you or do you need me to pull it up for you?
Abby can go first right now because I'm trying to finish up some stuff.
Wait, finish? You
Well,
didn't finish?
I usually just try to write it out.
Wait a second. Is your paper finished?
Yes. Wait. I'm talking about grammar.
Oh, your grammar. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Okay. Abby, are
I
you
thought you
ready?
meant his actual paper. And I was like,
I know. I was like, no, you can't just write your
uh,
paper right now. That doesn't work for
No,
me.
no. I did that last week.
Okay.
bro's gonna include so much
Well-
banned words because he's Russian.
We'll have Abby go first. Do you need me to pull it up, Abby, or do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find it really quick. Yeah, no writing last minute. Okay, this is somebody else's paper. Hang on a second.
That's my sister's paper.
Yeah, because I just met with your sister a couple hours ago. So,
Yeah.
yep, that was hers. It's a good one. Okay. Abby. Make it a little bigger here. I haven't had a chance to grade everybody's yet, so I will be soon. Okay, go for it whenever you're ready.
Good Barney. Barney was an old hound whose family was having a Christmas dinner, although it was 2 days before Christmas. It was at his house, which meant that he had to deal with the noise. They had so much food. There were heaps of mashed potatoes and nicely browned turkey with loads of cranberry sauce, because all the moms made cranberry sauce, along with many other mouth-watering foods. Barney was sleeping when a toddler peeled his eyes open. He finally noticed all the food. Barney just stared at all of the Christmas dinner foods, not knowing what to do, so he decided to go back to sleep. Barney's nose and growling stomach woke him up, and he realized that he was starving. He slowly got up and noticed that all the food had disappeared. The crazy little toddler had eaten all the food. There she was, sitting fat in the middle of the table, sucking on a hard turkey leg bone, which was the bone that Barney always got after dinner because he was always such a good boy. While he stared at disbelief at the toddler, a plan began to form in Barney's head, for he could not let the rest of the family find out. He realized that he couldn't let them be starving for Christmas. Barney knew that he had to finish his awesome idea and fast. He quickly pulled his phone from his belly, which had a secret pouch. Barney called Uber Eats and ordered a huge dinner because he lived in a big family where everyone ate all they could.
Oh my.
When the guy got there, he declared that it cost $1,000.
Oh,
So Barney pulled out his wallet from his pouch and paid him with cash. Apparently, a kid had walked in when Barney was paying the driver, noticed the empty table, and reported to the parents. They all stormed in just in time to see Barney finishing setting up the table. They were all so happy as they asked Barney how he did it. Barney knew that he had done good.
nice. Good job, Abby. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Clap in the camera. Give some emojis.
Because this is what we do on our Zoom class, right?
Yes, I know, Tyler. This is what we do in the Zoom class. You're right about that. Look at I really appreciate your topic clinchers and your dress ups. You got all those in there. It looks really good. Nice job, Abby. And it was very entertaining. I think I accidentally might have seen the word eat though.
Eaten.
Eaten and
It's
eat.
right there after slowly, second paragraph.
And you know what? I'm gonna
Uber
let this one
Eats.
be okay because it's the name of the app, Uber Eats. So that one's okay. But yeah, you'll probably have to go back and fix that other one. But other than that, awesome job. I love it. All right, Alex, are you ready?
Can I
Yep.
suggest something
You
real
can pull
quick?
mine up because I don't have mine.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Tyler. What are you
Okay,
suggesting?
so Abby, this is just a recommendation. I saw food and foods used a lot. So maybe you could like look up like synonyms for it and
If you're
like
looking for mine, it's up
Hmm.
there. I just saw it.
replace it with something else, like entrees or appetizers.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
That's nice. Yeah, I like how you put that very, very politely, and you were just having an idea that you wanted to share. I like that. I can't see it, Alex. You said you saw it on here?
Yeah, it's my mom's name. It's on the. It's right there by Reagan. Tyler, up there.
Okay, Tyler. Oh, Olivia. Yes, 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 yes. Sorry. I have a student named Olivia, and I kept thinking it was my student. So, okay. Yeah, no worries. Let me make it a little bigger here. All right.
I don't even remember. Oh, okay. I remember now. Okay.
Bob, I see Bob. We gotta love Bob, you know.
Yeah, Bob
Bob's
is back.
back.
Bob's back.
The
Yes, he
legend
is.
lives. Okay. The impossible. This day started like any other great birthday when with Bob the Builder Jr. opened his presents. He got some pretty awesome gifts, but his favorite gift was his BMX bike. It was black. It was a black bike with flames on it, and it was so cool. He was happy because he had been wanting this since he was 6 years old. His dad declared to him that if he can do a free wheelie off the bike ramp, he will give him some Jordan 1s. So Bob the Builder Jr., who was very competitive, shouted yes. So they went outside, and the world must have got out, and the word must have got out because the news actually came to watch Bob the Builder Jr. Bob the Builder Jr. was excited. The ramp that he was jumping was 10 feet high, and it was an excellent ramp. But although they declared that it was 10 feet tall, they never told Bob the Builder because he would just get cocky, put no effort. So, anyways, there he was about to jump the ramp. He was pedaling at 300 miles per hour, and and was the world so severely shocked that everyone closed their eyes and hoped he made it. And the news kept repeating, "Will this 12-year-old boy make it?" Bob the Builder Jr. Was just chilling, kept talking to himself and trying to do this. And unbelievably, Bob the Builder Jr. did it. He got the shoes and was so happy while his dad was mad because he had to get him shoes. The news kept declaring that this 12-year-old did the impossible. In his later years, Bob the Builder Jr., who became rich, wasn't so mean like his father, Bob the Builder Sr., the same one who broke the drone. That 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 is I put that is how
Oh,
that's
yeah, apostrophe. Okay. Oh, yeah.
that's how Bob the Builder Jr. did the impossible. So he's
Nice.
the son of the one who broke the drone in the last story.
That's right. The saga continues, right? I like it. Good job. I like it, Alex. I noticed your topic clinchers. I don't know what happened to your paragraphs though, because you didn't indent, like everything under it got indented. I don't know what happened to that.
What do you mean?
Like this should be in. I don't know what's going on with your format.
The formatting's cooked.
Yeah,
It
cooked
is, or
big
I'm
time.
cooked.
But the first sentence should be in and the rest of the sentences should be over. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
Oh,
you can fix
oh,
it
that's
later.
my bad. That's my bad. I did that.
That's all right. I like your story though. I love that Bob's in it,
It's
and
like
I
a
see a bunch of great dress up words in here. So nice job.
yeah.
All right,
I
you guys.
remember not to do the because it's not a main.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tyler.
Alex, I think you read part of that story last time because I started to remember it as you went through it.
I wonder too, because well, he
I
said it was like
remember
the
the
sequel of the last one that he wrote. It was like the
Yeah, I
next.
Yeah,
remember
because the
like
other
the
one
300
had Bob
miles
the
an
Builder.
hour and stuff.
Oh no, because I was telling you about it. Remember how I said, like when we were doing the little list?
Yeah, and then you read
Oh,
it's like the
Yeah.
first paragraph and
that's
then
what
it
it
was like
was.
a to be continued thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're gonna put away 11 and 12. So we're done with the picture writing. We're gonna do it again later in the year, but we're done with that for now. So you can put away in your finished folder weeks 11 and 12, and you need to get out week 13, and it's going to have a lot of papers. So, week 13 is called Coconut Crabs.
It's 5 pages, I think.
I think it's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 pages. I guess not too bad.
Wait, what? Am I missing a page?
It starts on page 115.
There's 8.
I'm missing a page, and if it's 6 pages.
3, 4, 5. It goes all the way to page 124.
Okay,
no,
I mean,
no.
I'll figure
125.
out
Sorry,
which.
125.
There's actually 7. I think.
So I got it's 115. It's this one. Then it's the yellow one. And then it's this source text A that says the coconut crab. And then source text B, coconut crabs in print and on the web.
Okay, Sophia. I'm in class
All
right
right.
now, okay?
Go ahead and mute Alex. And
Oh,
then
sorry, I
source
thought I was
text
muted.
C, and this is a huge crustacean. And then the checklist. So there's 6 pages here. Make sure you get all those out. And those of you who had my class before, you'll remember in the very back of your binder, hopefully you didn't throw these away, but there's big white pages in the back that are blank in the pocket, in the back pocket of your binder. You need one of those.
Okay, guys, lesson learned. I went to get a white piece of paper, and before flipping my pages, I forgot to close the rings, and so all these came out.
Just
So
now?
close your rings. Yeah, just now.
Oh
It
my gosh,
just
Tyler.
happened.
Oh my gosh, Tyler.
Hence why
Ay,
I'm missing
ay.
pages.
Oh my goodness. That stresses me out so bad. I hate that. Close your rings, learn from Tyler. Everybody learn from Tyler. Close your rings before you move around.
I'm gonna get so many likes on YouTube.
You crack me up. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna start with this white page. So go ahead and get that out. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to do this, Alex, in the car, but I'll wait till you guys have all your pages out.
I'm almost home. I'm like right on the street, so
Okay.
it'll be good.
Do you have this, Kristen, in the back of yours? The big white page? Okay, cool. So we'll start by folding this. We have to fold this a certain way. Some of you guys already know how to do this. Like Abby, she's like, thumbs up, I'm on it. I know.
Taco fold.
Taco fold. Thank you, Tyler. Should have you guys teach this. Taco fold first, which means this direction. So it's gonna be this is wide. This is how I start with it, and then fold it like this. We call it the taco fold. Yep. So open it wide, Abby, and then fold it like this. Yeah. Just one fold. Hold it up after you got that. Oh, wait, hold on, Kristen. Hold it up for a second. Oh, yeah, you got it. I'm sorry, you got it. I see it now. And Ryan and Ramsey, I can't see you, so I'm hoping you're folding this like mine. Yep, that's right, Alex. Tyler, you got yours?
No, I'm trying to get all these back in. I'll go back and watch the recording. You guys can go ahead.
Oh, man, Tyler, I'm so sorry. What a bummer. All right, we're gonna lay it flat on your desk then, and you're gonna fold it in thirds, okay? So it's gonna go past the middle like this, and then the other side folds on top. Okay, so open it up again, past the middle. That first fold, it looks like a square. Fold that over, and then the other side folds right on top of that. It's called a trifold if you know how to. Yeah, you got it, Kristen. That looks right. It should end up like a square like this. Yep, you got it, Abby. Should end up like a square. Okay, good. Yep, you got it. That's good, Alex. Ryan, Ramsey, are you guys good?
Yeah.
Okay. When you open it all the way up again, you have to ignore that middle crease. If you ignore the middle crease, you should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares if you ignore that middle crease. Okay. You should see 6 squares. That's what you need. Okay, the reason why we're using this big paper is because what we're going to start learning is how to do a research paper. And when you do a research paper about something, we're going to learn about coconut crabs. You use multiple sources. So when you use multiple sources, that means you're using like maybe a book and maybe a website, maybe a documentary. So there's different places to get information about things. In this curriculum, in the binder, you have 3 articles that you're going to use to do your research. So you don't have to go find it. You're going to use what's in the binder for that. Okay, I see 2 hands. So Kristen and then Tyler.
Which crease are we supposed to ignore?
Oh, if you ignore the middle one, the one in the very center, if you ignore that one, then you should see 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you look at that crease, it kind of adds an extra square here. But if you ignore that, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I thought you meant the middle crease, like the one.
Oh, not that one. You need that one. It's this one going this direction in the very middle. Okay, cool. And then Tyler?
I got all my papers back and I just sold this hard to the Packers. How do you fold this? I'm pretty sure you don't want to show me now, so I'll go watch the recording.
I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless at the moment. All right. I'm glad we're friends. I'll start by saying that. Okay, so you're gonna fold it this way. First, taco fold. Open it wide and then fold it this way. Yeah,
It's hard because there's a crease right
you
down
got this, Tyler. I believe in you. You got this. You're stronger than the paper.
Guys, she's here for moral support.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
Tyler.
we're all here
All right, I
watching
got
you,
it. I got it.
Tyler.
I got it.
Okay. And then in thirds, you remember that part?
Yes.
So fold it past the middle and then the other side on top of that. You should end up with a square.
Okay.
All right.
She's believing in you more than she believed in Jordan Love when he was about to make that pass.
All right, let's see if I got it.
All right. Now open up your white paper and then we're going to label. By the way, it should be where you have 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. The way you lay it down is the wide angle. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3 on top, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Okay, so on the first square, I want you to put a capital A and then draw a box around it like that. Okay, this is the top left. Remember, there's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm sorry, I know Abby and Tyler, you guys have done this a million times, so I have to go slow because we have new students in here, but you guys know what to do. And then I want you to put a Roman numeral 1 here. We're going to build a keyword outline right here on this page. Roman numeral 1, move over a little bit. And you're going to do 1 through 5, but make sure you spread them out a little bit so they're not too scrunched up, about like that, okay? For that first square. 4 and 5, I'm going to have you put parentheses around them like that. And Abby, can you tell us why we put parentheses around these? I'm sure you remember from last year. Go ahead and say.
It's optional. You can do it if you want, or you don't have to.
That's right. So basically, when you're doing your research, you have to have 3 facts. But if you find 4 or 5 facts that you really like, you want to put it in your paper, you can use 4 and 5. So it depends on what you find in your research. And but you have to have at least 3 for this, okay? Then you're going to move over to the middle box right here. And you're going to write B like that at the top, B. And I'll tell you why in a second. And then we're going to build the outline here, Roman numeral 1. Again, make sure it's 1, not 2. And I'll tell you why in a second. Roman numeral 1, and then 1 through 5 again. And 4 and 5 in parentheses again. Okay. and these are all Roman numeral 1 through 5, 4 and 5 in parentheses. This is B, and you probably guessed it. This is going to be C with a box. And Roman numeral 1 again. And 1 through 5 again. Like that. A, B, and C represent Article A, Article B, and Article C. And those are going to be 3 different sources that you're going to summarize. So that we have to be super organized when you're writing a research paper. That is rule number 1. You got to get yourself organized because it's going to help you a lot. Now, in the middle, under the B in the middle on the bottom square, I want you to write the words fused outline. Like that with a line under it. This is under B. So you got B on top, right in the middle under B, fused outline. And I know Abby and Tyler know what this means, but do either of you want to explain what a fused outline means? Want to try?
It's a line that got fused together.
We know fused, yeah. So, oh, I see Reagan too. Okay, let me hear Tyler first and then Reagan.
Fused outline is basically you bring all of your outlines together and make it in one, but you still only have 5 slots.
Okay, that's a good way to explain it. Reagan, do you want to explain it?
You pick what you think is interesting, relevant, or yeah, interesting or relevant, and then you have like you funnel it basically into one paragraph. You choose whichever ones you like from the three keyword outlines, and then you make one.
Okay, good. I like how you said that. You funnel it. Okay, so before I explain it again, under fused outline is still going to be Roman numeral 1. Don't do any other Roman numerals other than 1. And then you're going to do 1 through 7 and 7's in parentheses and the word clincher. We already know topic clincher. You guys have been working on that, so that's the same. But they're right the way they explain that. So now that we know A, B, and C is for 3 different articles, we're going to look at those articles and gather facts. We're not talking fiction writing anymore. We're not talking about made up stories with characters that talk. We will do that again someday. But now we're doing research. This is academic research. So you're going to look for facts, like real information about coconut crabs. That's your topic. Or I mean, that's your subject. Okay, so you got that, the fused outline. Now go over here to the left, under the box that has A, in this box, I want you to put steps. And now the steps are the steps of the process, okay? This is the steps in how to write a research paper. I love this. I get excited over this because I wish I had it. I wish I had known this when I was younger because this is going to help you from now on. I'm excited to teach it to you, okay? It's going to help you get organized. It's going to help you not be so intimidated by those big paper projects. You know, we have to write a lot. Under steps, I just want you to do a regular 1 over here. These are steps. So step 1, you need to know what your subject is. And we've talked about this for your other papers. You have to know what your subject is. And the subject to this week is coconut crabs. So you can put equals coconut crabs. And you might be thinking, oh, like coconut shrimp at Panda Express. I know what that is, right? Coconut shrimp.
Panda Express. Try going to a real Chinese place.
I know. I don't know. Don't make fun of me, Tyler. I don't go there very often, for the record. I used to. And then I found out what they put in their food. I'm just saying.
Go to
Oh, come on, everybody
Panda
knows that.
Express. Go to Panda Express for lunch and then come to Ridgecrest and go Zinbowl for dinner. You're gonna see a huge difference.
Ooh, okay. I take on that challenge. That sounds like a good one. So our subject is what the whole paper is about. And by the way, it's not a recipe, okay? It's just these are the names of these types of crabs, coconut crabs, and you'll find out why. Number 2, the second step is list possible topics. Go ahead and write that for number 2. List possible topics. Now, you already know what you're going to write about. You're writing about coconut crabs, but how in the world are we going to figure out what are we going to make our paragraphs about? What are the topics we're going to talk about coconut crabs? So if you're writing about an animal like this, some possible topics could be their bodies, or like what are their bodies like, or what do they eat, or where do they live, or do they lay eggs, or do they give birth to live crabs? I mean, different details like that. Those are the types of topics you're looking for to write about coconut crabs. So what color are they? How do they move? How does their stomach digest food? Those are topics about coconut crabs. So over here under C, we have one more empty box. So we got to put something here under C. I want you to put possible topics because this is where we're going to make our list. Possible topics, that's under C. So we've got step 1, we already know we're writing about coconut crabs. Step 2, we got to list possible topics. And that's the step that we're on now. We're going to just start this, but we're not going to write about it yet because we don't have enough information yet. So just to give you a heads up, your homework is only going to be grammar this week. So you're welcome. Grammar is it. Because we still have a lot to do to get this set up. Woohoo! I see that, Alex.
Wow, I'm surprised you're giving that to us after yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up.
Yeah, anyway, you're welcome. Don't even complain or I might change my mind, Tyler. Don't even.
Well, extra
Tyler,
credit comes into mind.
put the zipper on.
Zip it. All right. I'm looking at source text A. This is page 119. Find this one. It's called The Coconut Crab. And the first thing I want you to do on here is write a capital A and put a box around it. And you probably go, hey, wait, we did that over here. And you're right. This article goes with this outline for this box. A and A go together. Okay, that's what I mean. We got to be super organized here. Now, in order to figure out what your possible topics are, we're going to read and take notes in the margin. We've done that before. Remember when we did that for Captain Cook? We've done that before for other things. So the quickest way to do this, and I'm going to teach you a skill called skimming. Does anybody know what skimming means when you're reading? Skimming. Oh, lots of hands. Kristen, what is skimming?
It means like when you're reading, you're not looking at all like the details, you're just looking at like the main points.
Yes, I like how you said that. Does anybody have anything to add to that, Abby?
It's basically just looking for the keywords.
Yes, that's right. Looking for the keywords. Reagan, is that what you were going to say too?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, Alex.
Like when you skim, just kind of like you just kind of like look at it, but then read it with your head, and like you find something interesting, like okay, let's read this. Okay, not interesting, and then you just kind of move on.
Yeah, sometimes you move your head a little bit, yeah, and you kind of do it quick. That's true.
Like
Tyler,
not you teacher, but like another teacher, like other school. Like if it's like a boring book, I'm just gonna okay, main points, yada yada yada.
oh, I'm glad you gave a little disclaimer there at the beginning about that.
It's skimming is the definition of me when my parents tell me to read a book.
Okay, whoa,
I mean,
whoa, Tyler, come on now.
Okay,
This is
skimming
being
is
recorded.
basically when skimming is when you like just you aren't actually like taking time to process the information you're reading, but you're
Okay,
more of just like going over it and then like
okay.
depending on what it is, you're saving it for later and like highlighting.
All right. I like that definition. You guys are all right. That is correct.
Scam,
So,
skimming in the comments. We're on YouTube, remember?
oh, okay. No comments right now. Don't go in the chat right now, you guys, okay? Because I only have a few minutes. I want to explain this. When you skim, you're looking for information about what that paragraph is mostly about. And you're only doing this when you're doing research. So just to make sure it's clear after what Tyler said, when you're doing a book report, you need to read the book, like all the words. Okay. This is for this style of writing where you're trying to look for ideas on topics. Okay. I want to make sure that's clear because when you're learning history or science and all that stuff, you got to read it. Skimming, my technique is you read the first sentence always, because a lot of times the first sentence of a paragraph will tell you what that paragraph's going to be about mostly. And then from there, I let my eyes wander and I pick up keywords. Okay, so I'll show you an example here. Coconut crabs are the largest land-dwelling crustaceans on Earth. That's the first sentence. From here, I'm going to skim. I see islands, Indian Pacific, hard skeleton, outside, colored, many jointed legs, 9 pounds, crab meat, hermit crabs, 60 or more, underwater, primitive lung. Okay, that's an example of skimming. Now, when your eyes go, you might pick other words might stand out to you, but that's what it did for me. So I know that this paragraph is going to be about their body mostly. There's some other things that are in there, but for the most part, it's talking about the body of the coconut crab. So let's just put body here. That's what it's mostly about. All right, the next paragraph. As expected, they eat coconuts. So even just that first sentence, I'm already thinking this is probably going to be about their diet. So now I'm going to see if I can pick up words that talk about their diet. I see pinchers, biting force, husks, coconut, fleshy fruits, plant litter, meat, uh, prey, bird's nest, sleeping victims. Whoa, sleeping victims. Okay. Whoa. Seabirds, rats, cats. Okay, so I'm correct. Do you see how my eyes just kind of picked up on some of those words that are part of their diet? So I'm gonna call this diet. It did talk about like the force of their biting force, and that's kind of like they're talking about their strength. So I think I'm going to add that here too. I'm going to do diet slash strength because it did talk a little bit about that. And I could add that fact with the body. Like if I choose that as one of my topics, I can kind of combine a little bit of that. All right. On your big outline that we got set up here, this is where we're going to start listing these things, body and diet and strength. So under possible topics, I want you to put diet and body slash strength.
I'm
And
not sure if you care, but it's the other way around. It's body and then diet and strength.
it doesn't matter. I just put it in the same order that I read it
Okay.
in. Yeah, that's okay. But you do need to put an A next to these like that because we found them in Article A. Yes, Abby.
There is a paragraph on the back of A.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the time. So we're gonna have to pick it up there next week, but thank you for reminding me. So we're gonna make sure you don't lose this stuff, Tyler. I'm just kidding. Anybody, everybody, I know, I see you. Keep it all in your front pocket, please, because we're gonna come back to this and we're gonna get ready to start writing about it next week. So keep all this in your front pocket because it's already 12:30. It went by fast. And that's it for today. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great week. And I'll see you next week. Bye, you guys.
Bye, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Ryan, Ramsey. Bye, Tyler. Bye, Reagan. Bye,
Bye.
Kristen. Bye, Abby.
Bye.
Bye. So cute.
Say, no, I'm tired.
Time for bed, huh?